Did you know that Cleopatra, one of the most famous queens in history, was once accused of witchcraft, a crime punishable by death? That's right, the illustrious Cleopatra, the last active ruler of the Ptolemaic Kingdom of Egypt, found herself in the eye of a supernatural storm. As queen, she held immense power and influence, yet even she couldn't escape the tendrils of suspicion when it came to the feared and misunderstood practice of witchcraft. In ancient Egypt, witchcraft was viewed with a mix of reverence and trepidation. It was a force potent enough to shape destinies, yet perilous for those accused of its misuse. The punishment? Nothing short of death. Now imagine the shock when the queen herself was entangled in such a controversy. The witchcraft trials of Cleopatra, shrouded in mystery and intrigue, continue to perplex historians and enthusiasts alike. So how did Cleopatra, a queen revered and feared, end up on trial for witchcraft? Stay tuned to unearth this intriguing tale. The year was 37 BC, and Cleopatra found herself facing an accusation that could cost her the throne and her life. This wasn't just any accusation, mind you. The Queen of Egypt, the last pharaoh, was accused of practicing witchcraft, a charge that held serious weight in her time. The accuser was none other than one of her own courtiers, a man named Pothinus. Motivated by political aspirations and a desire for power, Pothinus saw the accusation as a way to destabilize Cleopatra's reign. The trial was a spectacle, a momentous event that had the entire kingdom holding its breath. The evidence presented against Cleopatra was a curious mix of tangible and supernatural. There were the alleged magical artifacts, said to be found in Cleopatra's private chambers, and then there were the testimonies of dreams and visions, experiences that were believed to be supernaturally influenced back then. The arguments made by Pothinus were persuasive, painting Cleopatra as a sorceress who used her powers to manipulate and control. But Cleopatra, ever the cunning strategist, countered these accusations with her own narrative. She argued that her knowledge of herbs and healing, which was often mistaken for witchcraft, was a skill she used for the welfare of her people. Yet, the most intriguing part of this trial was the role of supernatural elements in the proceedings. Divination played a crucial role, with priests interpreting signs and omens to guide the verdict. The tension was palpable, the drama intense, as everyone waited for the divine signs to reveal the truth. The implications of this trial were massive. If found guilty, Cleopatra would face not just the loss of her throne, but her life as well. For Egypt, it could mean a shift in power, a change in the status quo. The stakes were astronomically high. The trial was a spectacle, a clash of power and superstition. But what was the verdict? Did Cleopatra manage to escape the witch's noose? That, dear listeners, is a tale for another day. The fate of Cleopatra hung in the balance. Would the queen be declared a witch and meet a bitter end? After much deliberation and the weighing of evidence, the court delivered its verdict. Cleopatra, the Queen of Egypt, was not found guilty of witchcraft. The decision, however, was far from unanimous, reflecting the deep divide in the court and the society at large. This verdict elicited a wave of reactions, ranging from relief to disbelief, from joy to outrage. The trial's conclusion did not mark the end of Cleopatra's ordeal. In fact, it was the beginning of a new chapter, one that would test her resilience and cunning. Cleopatra, ever the astute leader, seized this opportunity to consolidate her power. She leveraged the trial's outcome to portray herself as a victim of political machinations, thus gaining the sympathy of her subjects and further cementing her rule. However, the trial's ripple effects extended beyond the borders of Egypt. News of the verdict spread across the known world, from the bustling markets of Rome to the philosophical halls of Athens. The queen's alleged dalliance with the supernatural only added to her enigmatic persona, making her a subject of fascination, fear, and admiration in equal measure. The witchcraft trials of Cleopatra have left an indelible mark on history. They have shaped our understanding of the queen, her reign, and her time. These trials have been interpreted and reinterpreted through the centuries, serving as a canvas upon which historians, writers, and artists have painted their own versions of Cleopatra. Some portray her as a villain, others as a victim, while yet others focus on her as a powerful female ruler in a male-dominated world. The trials also sparked a debate about the interplay between power, gender, and superstition, that continues to this day. They serve as a stark reminder of the dangers of unfounded accusations and the power of fear and suspicion to sway public opinion. Thus ends the tale of Cleopatra's witchcraft trials, a chapter of history shrouded in mystery and intrigue. While the trials have ended, the questions persist. Was Cleopatra truly a witch, or was it all a plot to dethrone her? This saga of ancient Egypt, riddled with intrigue and mystery, still sparks controversy. We've journeyed through the accusation, the trial, and the aftermath. Yet the enigma remains. Was it supernatural power or political maneuvering at play? Your exploration shouldn't end here. Dig deeper, form your own theories. As we delve into history, we find more questions than answers. And so the enigma of Cleopatra's witchcraft trials continues to captivate us centuries later.